right, this is the Boys Down Bad podcast, and we are pumped to have on Nebraska pitcher Tucker Timmerman to the pod. Tucker, welcome on, man.
Thank you very much for having me tonight.
You bet. We really appreciate you coming on. Wanted to start off, if you haven't seen it yet, Tucker took a 106-mile-an-hour ground ball to the face, wore it like an absolute champ, and fired up the crowd on his way off the field. It was awesome. But I think all of Husker Nation wants to know, how is your face doing?
It's doing a lot better. I getting surgery this Friday. Gonna get two titanium plates in there, and I'll be back in action later this season.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. So where are they putting the plates at? Is it like your cheekbone or your nose?
Yeah, so I have two spots that are broken, and so they'll put one in each spot. My bone is actually indented towards my eye, and so they'll pull it back out a little bit, and then put two plates in there, and be good as new.
How bad did it hurt?
Honestly, right away I didn't really feel much other than a bunch of pressure because my eye instantly swelled shut and all the adrenaline I had pumping as well. I didn't really exactly feel much at the time.
Yeah, it'd be nice if you could get some, NIL offers from like an eye doctor. Has anybody reached out to you about that?
No, not at all.
Oh, that would be awesome. So you said you're going to be coming back this year. Do you know how long like the recovery will be?
It's looking at 4 to 6 weeks, somewhere around there, post surgery after Friday. So it all play by ear. Hope everything goes great in surgery, and just on the road to recovery after that, and just keep working my butt off to get back to where I was.
Love to hear it. So we're just getting started into this year for Husker baseball. 3-4 right now with a huge win over Vandy. That's the one that you pitched in. We got the W. First off, what was it like being ranked before the start of the year? I feel like I don't think that's happened in Husker baseball in a long time. What was that like for the boys?
It's definitely a surreal feeling. Just, growing up, always seeing who's ranked to start the year. But at the same time, it doesn't exactly mean a bunch because you haven't played, you haven't proved yourself. So our mentality going into the first weekend was we have to go prove ourselves and let them know that we're a gritty team and that we're going to take every opportunity and take it to the fullest and go beat people up.
I love that. What's the vibe of the team right now, do you think?
We came off a rough weekend. Obviously, not what we wanted to do. We went down to Louisiana, some tough weather down there. I sadly didn't make the trip, but stayed in close touch with all the guys. We're definitely going to make some adjustments. Still in high spirits here. We know we're a great team. We're capable of doing some really, really big things this year. And so we're in high spirits still. Just keep moving forward. It's a step by step. You can't look at the end goal right now. You got to keep moving forward a little bits at a time.
Absolutely. Coming off to start the year, what do you think the boys have been doing really well? And then maybe what's something that, we need to work on as the season progresses? Because we know it's a long season.
Yeah, for sure. It is a long season, but right now the boys are doing great, staying together. I mean, we have great team chemistry, and that's one thing that Coach Bolt, Coach Childers, they preach to us is just staying connected as a squad. Things to work on. I mean, anything. As pitchers, our main goal is to limit walks. I know the hitters limit strikeouts, have quality at bats. I mean, there's always things that you always want to work on. And baseball, it's a tough game. You can't always control everything, so we just gotta do great at what we can control, and just the games will go the way we want.
Yeah, kind of talking about these like early games. We see a lot of these like teams that get to like practice a little bit more outside all year round. Is it as much of like a disadvantage being in a colder weather area like it seems like, or is it just like once you're out there, it's baseball?
We were very fortunate this year with we had some 40-degree days where we got outside of the new Sand Hills Turf Complex. And so I think we were outside 10 times this winter, which was insane. I think the coaches said they'd never done that before, had been outside that many times preseason. But I'm sure it does help, especially for the fielders. But as a pitcher, I mean, it's not that huge of a difference because you're still throwing to hitters. We throw live inside all the time. So it's not that huge of a difference. For hitters, it probably plays a more of a role, especially for the fielders and for the outfielders, being able to see live fly balls. But, it's at the end of the day, it's going to play baseball. It's what we've grown up. That's why we're here. We're great competitors. We go out and play the game we love.
So obviously last year was awesome. Big Ten champs made a fantastic run in the tournament, put up a good fight in the regional too. Do you think the vibe of this team is similar to last? I know we lost a couple key pieces, but we have a lot of guys, especially in the lineup, returning.
For sure. I mean, everyone's at the beginning of the season, everyone's end goal is Omaha, but you have to be step by step. So right now, focused on the Big Ten tournament, making a run back there. Obviously, there's a lot more teams. I think there's a different setup for the tournament this year with new teams in there. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to make another run, make a big run at the regionals. Main goal this year is host a regional, get it to a super regional, get to Omaha, obviously. So I think all those goals are in the window. We just have to keep showing up every day.
Yeah, so the game right after Greg Sharp's passing, obviously he was a huge part of Husker baseball. What was kind of like the feel in the locker room before that game? Obviously, it's a huge loss for just the Husker community, and then after the loss or after the win, how were the boys feeling?
Very emotional for sure. I mean, Greg Sharp, he was along the ride for everything. I grew up listening to him, football, baseball, everything. So it was emotional. Coach Bolt had a very moving speech to us. I mean, last year we all got patches that said that was for Greg Sharp, and we still have them this year. So he mentions that all the time, and just to live in his legacy and be able to dedicate this season to him is huge. So before and after the game, had a emotional talk definitely with Coach Bolt. Along like the Coach Bolt talked to the team, very emotional. So I know he was close to them. We were all very close, personal friends. So dedicating the season to Greg Sharp is definitely special for us.
That's awesome. So going to more you specifically, being a relief pitcher, it's extremely difficult position to be in. You're asked to come in into some tough spots, get out of jams. You kind of got to be a dog on the mound. Do you like that pressure? And do you enjoy being a relief guy?
I honestly, I love it. Yeah, I love just the adrenaline rush, coming out of the bullpen, running to the mound, and having coach hand me the ball and say, "Go get them," and just keep attacking. And so I'm a big adrenaline junkie. So as soon as I get that ball in those spots, it's go time from there.
Is that kind of just your mindset when you get out there? Is just go, I'm going to work my butt off here?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go as hard as I can for as long as I can. I'm gonna burn out, not fade out. I heard John Cook say that, and I'm gonna live by it. I'm gonna just keep going as hard as I can until I can't.
All right, last question for you. What can Husker Nation expect from the boys the rest of the year?
There are gonna be a whole bunch of hard-nosed dogs out there. They're gonna play every game to the fullest. I know we had a tough weekend this weekend, but the boys are gonna come out this next weekend. Sam Houston, LSU, K-State. I mean, we want to get back in them rankings, and we want to just keep showing out for the state.
Right. Love to hear it. Sweet. Well, Tucker, thanks so much for coming on, man, and we wish you the best of luck in the rest of the season, and hope your face gets better soon.
Thanks very much, guys.
All right, this is the Boys on Bad podcast. We are back. Shout out to Tucker, great guy. Hope his face gets better soon.
Yeah, that was scary.
Yeah.
I think
the
that
picture after was insane.
If that happened to me, I don't know if I would play. I don't know if I would pitch again. Because, I mean, you're 60 feet away.
Should have asked him if he was going to wear one of those face guards or whatever. I would be. He probably won't. He's too tough for that.
The way he was talking just as like an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah.
I'm going to say he is not going to wear that.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out him. Great guy. Excited for the boys moving forward. Big weekend this weekend playing LSU.
Got to get back on track a little bit.
Getting back on track. Yeah, I mean, we're playing okay, I feel like. We just let a couple games get away from us.
This weekend was rough, but you're playing a doubleheader in a cold Louisiana. I don't know. It's tough when – I mean, you talked about how their guys get a little bit more outdoor reps. We got 10 outdoor practices this year, which is huge, but still.
Yeah. But, yeah, shout out the boys. We have a big – by the time this comes out, it'll be done. But big Husker game tonight. We're recording on Monday. Basketball, playing Michigan. Not make or break, but would definitely help.
It definitely helps, especially just with how limited games we have left. Because you're at 17 wins as of Monday.
Yep.
Hopefully we're at 18 by Friday. But if you get this 18th tonight, then you really just have to win one and then not get blown out
Yeah.
the rest of the way.
You got to think we'll get Minnesota at home, probably, and then Iowa at home.
I mean,
So-
if you win tonight, you can get to 20, and then you can start. If you make a little bit of a run, you can start moving up seed-wise.
I feel like that's almost obviously it's important to make the tournament, but just with our track record, like we got to get a game that we can win.
Yeah. If we can somehow get, I don't know if we can get to a 7, but like even an 8 in just a better region.
Yep.
Like if we can get like the Wichita region, like I know it's not in Nebraska, but you're going to get a ton of fans. I mean, fans are going to travel regardless, but
Yep.
if you give them a 3.5-hour drive compared to flying to, isn't there one in Kentucky?
I think, yeah.
Or
one in
like flying
Kentucky.
way out west?
Yep.
Like, just win tonight. That gets you to 6 quad 1 wins.
I mean, that's huge right there.
And then say you split the Iowa Minnesota, you're at 19. You have a
And then
chance to
Ohio
like,
State. I think we have Ohio State too,
yeah.
at Ohio State.
So I mean, and then you go into the Big Ten tournament where the further you go, the more quad 1, quad 2 wins you're stacking up.
Yep.
I mean, if you run the table, if you win out in the regular season, get to 20, and then it's like, okay, let's just
Then
see
it's
what
just
happens.
gravy. Just keep adding.
Yeah.
So yeah, big game tonight. Hopefully we get it done. Bear K was practicing this weekend, so
He was warming up.
I didn't realize, like, I think he actually is kind of a key part,
Yeah.
it looks like, in the offense, because like he can score and he's a big body. Get
Yeah.
rebounds. So it'll be huge when he is able to come back, hopefully tonight.
It'd be great if he plays tonight, looks good, and then you have him the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like, I could see him not playing super great just because he hasn't played in a while, but like if we can see him trending in the right direction, because you got the most important basketball coming up.
Yep. Exactly.
Obviously, you still got to win. You can't lose your last 3
Yep.
because 17, I don't think is enough.
No, I don't think
it's
so.
far too many
Yeah.
or far too little.
Yeah. But in a good spot. We'll see what happens. We want to talk about Husker football and the cancellation of the Tennessee game, which some people on Twitter having some loud opinions about it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. In my opinion, just based off how the college football playoff played out this year, who the committee took, they took SMU.
Which I
Notre
do
Dame.
understand that one. Like, they've said all along, like, they weren't going to penalize somebody but they also hadn't beaten anyone.
Yeah. SMU, and then who was the other?
I mean, Indiana.
Indiana, yeah.
Indiana played one hard game all year and
Yep.
lost.
Yeah, just like they're prioritizing wins over strengths of schedule, at least last year. We'll see if they're
Yeah.
consistent with it next year. So, I mean, obviously playing Tennessee would be fun for the fans, but
It's also
at
not
the same
fun.
time, we need wins.
It's not fun when they come in and win by 28.
Yeah.
I mean, you also have the chance to build a resume, because I think it would start in 2027, or 2026 was the
I think
series.
26, I believe.
So, like, maybe this year we see strength of schedule matter more. Where maybe we look back in 2026 and if we're in the spot where we're sitting at 10-2, but we don't have like 2 great wins to because 10-2 isn't going to get you to the Big Ten championship anymore.
Right.
So, like, maybe there's a chance we're sitting there, like, man, I wish we could have played Tennessee. Because even if you lose that game, but you manage to win another, like, you're 10-2, but you have a good loss, which is a whole, like, good losses shouldn't mean anything. But
Yeah.
I think I saw Troy Danon talk to people on the committee that said it would only have hurt Nebraska.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like, if they're going to be, we'll see in the next years. Like, if they're going to be consistent, this is going to be a thing. Then we're going to see less good non-conference games. I said that right when they picked their playoff teams.
Yeah, and what is unfortunate, what they need to change is some leagues don't play the same amount of conference games.
That's true.
So, like the Big Ten, the ACC, I think almost every conference except the SEC plays 9 league games.
Yep.
The SEC plays 8. So, like, it only benefits Tennessee to schedule Nebraska in this scenario. Because if Tennessee is sitting in the SEC with 2 losses, but they have a road win at Nebraska, that is a resume booster because they're not going to get into the SEC championship game at 10-2.
Yep.
But then you get one of those, you could be a 10-2 5 seed where if we lose that game, like say the role is reversed where we're 9-3 instead of 10-2 because we lost to Tennessee, we're for sure not in.
Yep.
And now you're at least have a puncher's chance to get in.
It's true. It's a good point.
But yeah, I saw people saying like, what's more important, like MAC games? It's like wins or beating up on like MAC teams. It's like, I'd rather just have wins.
Yeah, we need wins right now.
Like it would be
for where our program is. We just need wins.
Right. We went 7-6 this year. Like we need to start stacking wins.
Yeah.
Because like bowl games now, essentially it's a preseason game for your next year. But with the transfer portal, like if we go 7-6 again, it's like, does Dylan really want to stay for a third year? Where say like if he balls out, but you know the defense isn't good, and Alabama needs a quarterback, it's like, hey Dylan, come play here for 1 year. Kind of get all the things figured out for the NFL draft. We're gonna pay you $1.5 million.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, 7-6 doesn't mean anything. Like you won a bowl game, great.
Yep.
But like your roster flips so much that you could be playing that preseason bowl game with guys that aren't going to be on your team next year.
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, Grid. Do you want to do the names?
Oh, yeah.
I don't have my phone to do timer, but that's fine.
Okay. So, Abdullah for Lions.
Raiders, yep.
Jimmy Garoppolo. Wasn't he a Raider?
Yeah, good one. For some reason I was thinking AB, but I don't think he ever ended up going to New England.
He also never played for the Raiders.
Stephon Diggs for Bills, Vikings.
Wait, what?
It's choking.
There we go. Diggs.
Oh, could have done Jacoby Myers too for Raiders, Patriots. Dang it.
Who's the running back? That was Aaron Jones went to the Vikings, not the Lions.
Yeah, that sucks. I think Latavius Murray played for the Bills and Raiders.
How confident are you?
80.
9 years. Oh, Randy Moss.
Yeah, good one.
A lot of the popular ones so
Lions
far.
Vikings. That'll be tough.
Favre never made it to the Lions. Oh. Did Amendola? I'm thinking of a wide receiver that was on the Patriots first and then went to Green Bay. It's not Amendola, is it?
I don't think he ever did.
Edelman never left. Oh, Nathan Peterman.
Oh, yeah. Good one. Peterman.
7%. Would have
Goat.
thought that was going to be a top percentage.
Packers. I think there's a running back who played for the Packers Lions. Kickers.
Did Jordy Nelson?
Raider.
Where did he? He wasn't
Jordy
a Packer.
Nelson?
Yeah.
He was a Packer. I don't know if he went anywhere after that. Bills, Packers.
Oof. I'm stumped.
Patriots, Packers. I'm just gonna name Packers. Rodgers, Favre. Eddie Lacy? No.
Was he a Bill?
I don't know.
Gosh, he was only in the league for 4 years.
Jeez, he was good for a little bit.
I feel like he was on the Bills.
He might have been. Patriots. Mercedes Lewis.
Was
He played-
Bennett?
Ooh, Martellus Bennett.
Was it Martellus or? Yeah,
He played for the Packers.
I think he was a Patriot.
I kind of think he was too.
Should we try that one?
Yeah.
Martellus Bennett. No.
That was a good
Sounded
guess.
right.
Yeah.
I think you're Michael Bennett.
I don't know what Michael Bennett would be. Receivers. Jimmy Graham.
That's the name that just came to my head.
Jimmy Graham didn't.
Did Fitzmagic, was he a Packer ever?
I don't think so.
The one-
Ryan Grant is a name that came to my head. He was a beast for a little bit. Greg Jennings, Donald Driver,
Randall Cobb.
Ooh. I don't think he ever played any of these. Juju wasn't on the Packers.
This is where I really think Eddie Lacy was a Bill.
Try Eddie Lacy. That'd be a wild pull.
There's just no way he was. Nope.
No. It's tough because they never have any backup quarterbacks either.
No, these teams just have their guy.
I don't think we're gonna get anything.
Give up.
Yep.
Jamal Williams.
Martellus Bennett. Oh, Jamal Williams. That's who I was thinking of for Lions Packers.
We definitely had Martellus Bennett.
Yeah. Oh, TJ Hawkinson. Duh.
Oh.
That one is bad.
I mean, we easily could have gotten 8. I mean, we should have gotten.
Jamal was on the tip of my tongue. I don't know how we didn't get that.
Are there 2 Martellus Bennetts?
Maybe. Micah Hyde I wouldn't have got, but Hawkinson, Jamal, and Martellus we should have got. Tough. Did we put it for the Patriots?
Yeah.
Don't know how we didn't get that then. That's crazy.
Yeah, what?
Oh, Marshawn Lynch.
That's the same person.
I don't get it.
I thought maybe there were 2, but only one came up.
It's not. All right. Shout out Tucker for coming on the pod. Great guy. Hope the Skurs can get it going this week. Basketball. Just win.
The season is dwindling.
Yeah.
All the sports have just came and went so fast.
I know. Basketball season has gone fast.
And I have not prepared for March Madness.
Yeah. It's going to be a crazy March. But yeah. That's all we got. This is the Boys Not Bad Podcast. I'm Dylan.
Peters.
Have yourselves a top 10 weekend.